What's up, guys, and welcome to our spoiler review for Suicide Squad. And like I said in my non-spoiler review, I am joined by Chancey Bradley.
Hello, everybody.
He's back to the channel. And, yeah, guys, here we go, Suicide Squad. I did post my non-spoiler review. That's up, so if you guys want to watch that first, then watch this. You're more welcome to do that. And if you never saw the film, probably should watch my non-spoiler review. You don't really want to watch the spoiler review unless you like spoiling things for yourself. But you've been warned. Let's get started. So I'll let you start, Chance, buddy. If there's anything that you want to start off by saying spoilers of the film, go ahead. Why don't you start off by talking about things you really liked about it in spoilers?
Well, first off, I think I've said this many times in other reviews, especially during Batman v Superman, that when it comes to the differences between stuff like Marvel and DC, I love Marvel's heroes, but I hate their villains, except for Loki.
Mm-hmm.
But with DC, it's the exact opposite. I hate their heroes, but I love their villains. I always thought, and I don't want to, and this is just my opinion, but I think like the story and the personality of Superman and Batman, I just find them just bland and boring. It just feels like nowadays it just feels generic anymore.
I wouldn't necessarily go all the way to say that I hate the DC heroes.
No, it's not that I don't hate them. I just think they're boring.
Right.
As of now, because people, when they want to make a superhero movie, they go straight to Batman and Superman and just copy-paste them for the most part.
Yeah, with these villains, you have a lot of colorful characters. You have Harley Quinn, you have Deadshot, you have the Killer Croc, you have, who else we got? Boomerang, Diablo, all these very interesting villains. And I think in this movie that they had
And they have very interesting backstories, too.
They have very interesting backstories, and I think, for me personally, because we didn't really talk about it, I could say personally that I only found myself caring about two of the villains that we were given backstory to. Maybe three. Who was the guy that had the fire?
El Diablo.
Yeah, three. I found myself caring about three. I found myself caring about Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and this Diablo guy. For me anyway, I didn't really find anything too interesting about this Boomerang guy. Killer Croc, I just felt like he just walked around and he didn't really even say or do much. And for me personally, I just didn't find myself caring about him because they didn't really do anything.
Well, honestly, for me, I'm all about just reading a character.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't even really give Captain Boomerang and Killer Croc their backstories.
Not much.
They didn't give them much, but
it was silent but deadly for you. Right?
Yeah.
I think this was a very entertaining film. I think we could both agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, there was no boring point of the film, and I said that in my non-spoiler review. There was no boring point in the movie.
It was when there's no action, it's just talking. It's all relevant.
It was entertaining.
It was very relevant and all that. And then the action picks up. Then we go back to relevant talking.
No, which it wasn't weird. It was strange for me because, like I said, I didn't care about everything that was going on, but I still found myself entertained.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a good thing, you know what I mean? It made me like it, made me enjoy what I was watching. Now, why don't you tell them some of the scenes in the film that you enjoyed, spoilerific scenes that you enjoyed?
One scene, it's a lot different from what happened in the trailers, but it's still there, the bar scene.
Mm-hmm.
The scene, these guys have just been, they find out, in this helicopter when Amanda gets kidnapped, that they find this top secret file. Deadshot finds it, he reads through it, then he goes up to Rick and he just throws it at him. And he's like, there's more to our mission than you guys are telling us. There's more to what you tell us, so I want to know now.
Yeah.
And then Rick literally drops the bomb on him saying that they're going on a literal witch hunt. Mm-hmm. And Deadshot's like, I'm done. There's no way, he can't handle that kind of stuff.
But he still participated.
He still participated, but I mean, afterwards, but, Like this is the scene when they're going into the bar,
Hmm.
and like they're just like, we're giving up,
Right.
and we don't care what you do.
I thought that was a very nice scene. I did. I thought it was a very fun
And
scene.
then that's also when we actually get El Diablo's backstory.
Right. Later on in the film, I was surprised they decided to hold that until later on. That was
Hmm
it was very
And it was
good.
from his mouth.
Yeah.
It was more enjoyable to hear. Like, I mean, sure, it was okay when they talked about Deadshot and Harley Quinn, but I mean, Del Diablo. Even though I'm a big Killer Croc fan, he was my favorite character out of the whole bunch
No kidding.
because
Wow, good.
because of just like in the beginning of the film, like when Amanda comes and they're like they're assessing them and all this other stuff. He's like, "Get out of here! I want nothing to do with anything."
Mhm.
And then they showed that incriminating prison footage of him
Right.
like killing all these prisoners, and that's not me no more. I'm not like that no more.
Because he killed his family.
He killed his family, but here's the thing. This is what I like about this film. Like any other film that has villains, sure they'll give them backstory, but they just make them like these merciless killers.
I don't care about them.
Yeah, and you don't care about them. But
Right.
with these guys, they know they have regrets.
Yeah.
They know they made mistakes,
Right. It
and
fleshes out our villains.
it fleshes them out, and they're not afraid to admit it.
No. I think, like you said, this Diablo character, I did find myself caring about him. Some scenes that I found personally my favorites, just to name a few. I think the Harley Quinn elevator scene, where she's in an elevator, she's fighting all these
That's
guys in the
epic.
elevator. That was fantastic. I think the whole Deadshot backstory was great when he's on the roof telling the guy, I'm not gonna shoot this person.
Come on,
unless you
TikTok,
put the
TikTok.
money in
He's
my
gonna have a sore throat from all the talking he's gonna do.
right. You put the money in my account. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Now for being an ass, you gotta double it.
Yeah, I think the every scene with the Joker and Harley Quinn was fantastic.
Oh my god.
Loved every scene. It was great to see these two on the camera scene together. But I think my favorite scene between the two of them is the point where they're I don't know where they are, but they're on some kind of high thing, and she's just about to fall into all this liquid.
Oh no, that was a flashback.
That was a flashback.
That was the flashback where like he like talks or tells Harley, Are you willing to do this for me?
You're gonna yeah.
Are you gonna die for me?" She says, "Yeah." No, here's a better question: Are you gonna live for me?
Right. Yeah, that was great. I think that might have been my favorite scene of the whole.
And then
movie.
I mean, at that point, like any other villain would just walk away. No, he takes off his jacket, he jumps in.
I want to talk about this villain in this film, Cara Delevingne. She was in Paper Towns. She plays this. What's her original? June? Was that her human name?
June Moon, but June Moon didn't want it. Just Enchantress.
I think for me, that this villain was one of the weakest, if not the weakest things of the film. I thought as a human, like I said in my non-spoiler review, I thought Cara Delevingne was fine as a human. All she pretty much did was act scared all the time. She didn't say much. But when she becomes the Enchantress,
By force sometimes.
by force, it's still very strange. She's like dancing around half the time. And again, she really doesn't, I just was not a fan of what she was doing in this movie. Another thing I want to talk about is the music choices that they decided to use. Not the score, but the songs they decided to use to try to introduce some of these characters. Some of the song choices were fine, but for me, some of them were very jarring and took me out of the film. I was still entertained, but I said that is a very strange decision to use this song at this moment. It took me out of it. How did you feel about some of the song choices?
I didn't mind.
I think at the end of the film, when Joker comes, breaks out Harley Quinn,
You know there's gonna be more.
you know there's going to be more, but I thought that was very telegraphed. I don't know about you. I just felt like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
We thought he was dead, but you know you can't kill the Joker that easily.
Yeah, why would they kill the Joker when he's not even a prominent role in this film and you just introduced the new Joker in your universe? You know what I mean? I knew that they weren't going to kill him. I knew it just felt telegraphed.
But either way, like you can't kill the Joker that easily.
No. But, yeah, so guys, wrapping this up, me and Chance have sort of different opinions on this film. We're sort of divided, like a lot of people are on this movie. I think it has like a 26% Rotten Tomatoes rating.
Like for the critics.
The critics score and the fan scores, the
Okay.
audience scores like 72 or something. So it's very different. A lot of people are split. And, I found myself liking it. He found himself loving it. So that's
Like this was the most anticipated movie of the summer
right. For you,
for me.
I don't know what I had. Civil War, maybe? Conjuring 2? I don't know. But that's another discussion. Guys, that's our opinions. That's our spoiler talk on Suicide Squad. If you saw the film, you can comment in the comments and go into depth on your spoilers about the movie. What you think about it? What some things you liked? What are some things you didn't like about the film? Guys, you can follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video, and you can also follow me on Snapchat at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingRises131. Chance, you still have yet to get something.
No.
All right. Well, it's coming, guys. Just you wait. It's coming. So yeah,
Keep on the lookout for reviews for Pete's Dragon.
Sausage Party. We
The
got
Sausage Party, Pete's Dragon.
Pete's Dragon. Yeah, a lot of crazy movies. Very.
We haven't heard a lot from Sausage Party.
Oh yeah, they slapped me across the face. Yeah, these movies that are coming out. It's just like wow. There's just thought Pete's Dragon was coming out like November or something. I didn't realize it's coming out next week. It's very
And
exciting.
then
There's a lot coming out. Guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching our spoiler review for Suicide Squad. Over and out.